Alright, so for this game 4, it is a team deathmatch, and we're about to get going. And so for this game, we have a slightly different plan. We are gonna take the whole entire team, and okay, here we go. And we take the whole entire team and move them into the woods. Like literally, we took the whole team. We asked them to let's go in the woods, and we're all gonna move in the woods, and we're all gonna go our separate ways. So we are now going into the woods with the whole entire team. I mean, it's a different strategy than most people would go, but I thought it was a pretty good idea, and so let's see how it works out. So there, if anyone got confused, I did climb in to this building right here, and my dad is now firing at me from his base, which isn't far because he did move up a little bit, but only enough to barely see me. So Mason and I are the only two left in the building now, and we are just holding out our area, and we realize that this isn't going to work out very well because we're getting heavily fired upon from my dad's gun. So we decide that we have to either hold down the base or we have to evacuate the base and leave the ground. So we decide to leave the base, and we exit the base to find out that there are many more guys coming through the prairie than we thought, and so I decide to run around the edges and make sure I don't get for I'm not seen. So I continue down the lane with Mason, and we go all the way down. And now we're just sneaking around in enemy territory. We set up around here. Some of our guys are right down there, as you can see, barely. I actually shoot at them a little bit, but I don't hit any of them, thankfully. My brother, Vincent, and Dan, I believe, are down there. So we decide to go catch up with them. And here we are now with them. And I just fell there. If you were wondering why I just put my gun down, I did fall there onto the ground. It was pretty dramatic. I did not fall over that chair. I fell over another rock. And my dad is still around us, but he doesn't really understand that there's so many people over here. So Vincent decides to go with a crazy idea, and he puts his gun down, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna run it with my pistol. And in just a minute here, he's gonna decide to put his gun down and run in with his pistol. Alright, so I just reloaded there. I skipped over it. So now I'm basically covering around, and my dad is still firing at us, but he hasn't moved up enough to really take our base from us, even though we outnumber him. See, you can see Vincent in there. That's when he moves up. He doesn't know how many guys, but he thinks he can take over the base, and that's really what is going on. And we figure out that my dad's right there, and I'm like, okay, we gotta go. I gotta pick up Vincent's gun, and we gotta get out of here. So I'm like, Vincent, I got your gun. We gotta get out of here. Run, run, run. And I think there's more than just my dad. I think Noah and David were there too. But now I'm just like laying down, making sure I'm covered for a minute. Just for a second here. Okay. Back on. I'm crawling around, make sure I'm not getting hit, and I'm retreating back to the base that we were in earlier. And I gave back Vincent's gun, and now it's just my gun that I am running around with. And this is where I set up shop to try to regain some uh ground and see how far in I can get. I do realize it is getting a little bit darker. I will be needing to use my flashlight in a little bit, but not at the moment. There's still enough light. And yet again, we are outnumbered. Well, I'm outnumbered. It was 1-on-1 against my dad. So far, I am kind of in a tough spot, and I have to retreat back to my base. So now I'm back with Mason, moving back to our base, and we notice David and Noah in the woods. So we decide to move up over here, and they do not know we are here. We are now on these wood chips, and they are just behind these bushes here. We're waiting for them to either walk out. We can hear them talking. We can hear them shooting. We absolutely know that they are both there. So we don't really understand where they're exactly at or what they're doing, but we know that they're there. So I take it upon myself to move in and start attacking these guys when they don't know we're here. And so I kind of make it that they do know I'm here. I am being heavily fired on, and I am hit. And this is where the game really gets confusing. I run back to my base to respawn, and I see David here hurt, and I'm talking to him, and out of nowhere, I'm just like seeing if he's okay, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go respawn now, and then I get shot in my leg, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? I haven't even responded. I was checking on David, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bang you because you haven't shot me, and what the heck, Michael? I'm checking on this dude and I haven't even responded yet. So that's where it really got confusing, and I didn't really get what was really just going on. So I'm like, okay, you guys just whatever. I'm just gonna go over here now. I don't even know. So I'm gonna go over here now, and I walk into the woods for my time for the time, and then I see Noah sitting right there, and he lights me up in the leg.